Very lovely entertainment. Today, my name is Connor. Over here we have...
My name's Kate.
Yeah.
I'm Turk. Buddy! Welcome back to Love, Death, and Dice! This is episode 12. Check it out. We only have 2 episodes left of this here campaign, episode 12, and next week is 13, the finale, before we start prepping our very next campaign. Everything we're going to be doing, we're already very excited. It's a lot of fun. Yes, and I am your Dungeon Master, Turk. I'm here with Connor and Kate. Hello!
Hi.
Hey!
Good to see you both. Hey! Oh, Kate's still a little bit under the weather, so get some hype and chat for Kate for still joining us today.
I'm medicated.
Hell yeah. So, you may see a little bit of that in today's episode. Additionally, Fishy, who is in chat, love you Fishy, will not be finishing this campaign with us. They have some life things going on. They can talk about that in Discord if you want to ask them about it. But they will not be finishing this campaign with us. But have no fear. We still love them. All is well, my friend. So, now that we're all adjusted and fixed, that is what's happening. And everyone watching and listening here on YouTube, I do apologize. No Dr. Hobbs will be finishing this campaign with us. Hope it doesn't ruin the rest of the story for you. But we've got here 2 episodes left. We're going to try to get into this, remember, as much as we have, because breaking the 4th wall, for those of you guys watching it way farther in the fucking future, it's been actually a couple of weeks since we've gotten to be able to sit down and play. A lot of shit has happened IRL in the real world. So we're finally back here being able to roll some dice, and I'm very excited about it. Hell yeah! I am. And before I get into any kind of homework or anything, cheers, friends. Yes, 8:05 cheers. I'm happy to be back here doing this, brainstorming with y'all, making stuff. This is very exciting. You have to tune in later to figure more about that. Yeah, and we have updated our fucking schedule. And if you want to see the schedule, you can see it in announcements in our Discord. It's been updated today, so we have everything that we have going on, and you can check all that shit out. As we last left off, you guys just left the tiny Wonder Town. The tiny Wonder Town was a fairy-based town. Funda Town, based here in the Wild Beyond. You guys found Riener's home house and his parents' fortune that Riener had collected. You guys chilled out there, had a nice long rest there. Now, we're going to just move right along. You guys are just going to be leaving this town to the next location. But is there anything you might want to have had done before you left or anything like that while you were waking up? Anything at all? We'll start over here with Riener. Anything?
The places where we found, like, the money into the walls, could I have, like, repaired that so that they stay hidden?
Will you quickly roll me a survival check to see how well you repaired that? Good math. First roll of the night. First roll in 2 weeks. Oh, excited to be rolling dice. And it's a natural 20!
Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah, baby! Cheers, y'all. Jesus. Nat 20.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Actually, what I want to say on that Nat 20, Riener, you actually go down to the garage and you find some drywall and some spackle. And you completely rebuild this wall, and over the course of the night, you actually get a sample of the paint of the wall and go down to the local ye old hardware store. You get the exact kind of paint that you need, and you make that wall look perfect. Additionally, on a Nat 20, you install a slight lever in the bookshelf that actually opens the wall so you can access it whenever you need to. You build a beautiful wall there. Who knew? Riener was really good at construction. I guess we've never had a construction role for Riener, so.
And you were so worried about him not being able to build things, like have a life for himself after this campaign. He's got his matchmaking service. He's got
construction gnomes, so.
Yeah, he's got everything he needs. Yeah, learned a lot from construction gnomes. Okay, moving on here. Violet, is there anything you want to do here before we leave this town? Anything at all?
I mean, I want to stock up on some rations for me and my little kid sister.
Okay. Now with your abundance of cash, we'll just say you do that. You just pick up however many that you need. Fair enough?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Now, you guys, if you remember, let's see if I can do this. head off out of the town. Back out
also,
of the
for
world.
everybody realizing that I'm not using the right accent anymore, it's just what I can manage with the sickness.
Fair. Good point. You guys venture forth out of Vundatown. As you begin leaving, the rain starts back up again, because you're no longer under the shield of the giant trees and mushrooms that you were under before. Back out of the rain, you contemplate on everything that you've learned. You've learned that there are 3 hags here in the wild beyond. You've already taken care of 2 of them. There is 1 hag left. And there is a secretive place called the Palace of Heart's Desire that you are trying to get to finally free the princess of the Weird Wild. She's been trapped there, thus keeping this place in some weird existential crisis of darkness where people aren't happy. The hags have taken over so easily and just started running rampant. But you still don't know exactly how to get to the Palace of Heart's Desire, and you're missing 1 key component that you might still need, which is the unicorn's horn. Now, here in this area, Riener has also gotten feelings and messages that Selena is here somewhere in this place of Yon, in this dark, dingy place. You believe it to be in this current hag's hideout. So that's where you're headed next. You've gotten directions from the mini merchant after trading him some candy that was made by goblins. And you've assembled your team and you've headed that way.
Sorry,
now,
I didn't realize I was contagious.
No worries.
My apologies.
Trek. I'm talking days of walking in the rain and the mud, climbing up rocks, mountains, through this rain, up these jagged path hills, almost falling a couple of times, just guided by the small, simple light that you guys can manage to cast with your magic and the flame of your magical weapons. You eventually make it to this castle on the hill. You climb up the final last steps. You, your little sister, Riener, and I have a description for you. As you approach, it looks like the surface of the door has the likeliness of a hag's skull. And as you guys get closer, the door itself speaks aloud. And it says, "The Moon Twin is not welcome here. All other may step forward and pass through the black curtain at the entrance hall." You take one further step forward on the rock, and the door splits down the middle, down the center of the hag's face. And the double doors slide wide open, revealing a decorated hallway in which there's a large chamber at the end where you can slightly hear music playing. And out of the doorway comes a small figure wearing a grayish hood all tattered and sewn together. He's got a long gray nose, and you see he's a darkling. Very short, very small. He looks up at you 3 and he's like, "Hi. How can I help you?"
I mean, we'd like to come in out from the rain if that's possible.
Sure. Have you come to perform?
Well, we've been known to do a diddle or so. Yeah, we've been known to do a performance or 2.
Oh. Well, I must take it up with Endelyn, for she is the queen hag here. She delegates all performances. If you want to perform, I can take you to her.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that sounds nice. That was mighty kind of you.
Okay. But of course, there is a rule of reciprocity. For my guidance, what do you have to offer?
Oh, well, here, I got snakes. I just picked up some mighty fine snakes. I got some cheese and a nice bottle of wine for you, friend.
Oh my god, do you know what I forgot about? The fucking cheese? There was cheese, there was like milk in buckets. What am I thinking about right now? Was there like, what was that?
Yeah, it was Reiner's mom's breast milk that she was turning into that was turned into cheese.
Yeah. She was
Get the
selling
fuck
breast
out of here.
milk, and you dumped it in the wells.
No, he got stopped from dumping it into the wells. He sold it to like the guy who's like the leader of the town, and he's gonna make cheese out of it.
What was the name of that cheese?
I forgot. I don't remember that part. I'm sorry.
I think it was a very delicate blend of boo-brie.
Was it boobery? Breast milk goals. Hashtag. Hi, Izzy. Oh, another world family. Hello, friend. Thank you for joining us.
To be fair, Ethan is currently breastfeeding. Like she got a brand new baby, and she makes jokes all the time about making her breast milk into cheese. So that's.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Okay. Well, you hand him some snacks, all right? And he goes, "Oh, yes." Will you describe these snacks first before he eats them? What is it?
Well, it's not Reiner's mom's breast milk cheese, that's for sure, but it is a cheese and a little bit of wine and crack. You gotta ferment that over time. You gotta do special cultures too. We weren't there that long. You gotta do like weeks of preparation for that kind of cheese. Listen, for a good boob cheese, you gotta do a lot of work. That's just the God's honest truth. Listen here. But no, there's some.
Looks up at you at his tiny, his big old little nose. He lifts back his hood, and you can see he's like patches of hair, and he's like, "You do gotta wait a long time for good boob cheese. You know, I've had some delicate boob cheese in my time, and it was, something else."
But no, there's the Gorgon areola cheese. That was one of them, and then a little bit of wine on the side, and a little bit of like some whey protein crackers.
Okay, he accepts, and he's like snacking on it the whole time. As you guys start walking up this hallway.
Are you treated nice here, young Darkling?
He's like, "Yeah, I follow Indros. She's my queen. She treats me well. Us and the rest of the Darklings. Yes."
Hey, does a Darkling come to work for a hag?
Well, she came to us. We lived in a cave. She came. Oh, it was only 5, so it didn't go off. I don't know why it didn't go off. Family! Thanks for the 5 bits. Story Dad. Cheers, bud. Hey.
We missed you, Story Dad. I gotta talk to you soon.
Yeah, little birdie told me Story Dad's doing another pre-recorded campaign, and it's going to have Steve and Proteus on it. I mean, not only am I jealous that he didn't invite me to play, but I am very excited for my friends that get to play over there. It's going to be fucking awesome, dude. Sick ass. Sick ass. An all-star cast, if you will. Hell yeah. Good shit, Story Dad.
I'm excited to play, but like they record on Thursdays, and you're busy on Thursdays. Yeah, they record on Thursdays is the problem.
Damn it.
I know.
Well, you gotta switch your schedule if you want this talent.
Shut the fuck up.
Just kidding. Okay. As you're walking up this hallway, he's crunching down on crackers. And then
Another World Tabletop just cheered 200 bits. Next time, turkey.
You bet your ass. You bet your ass, Aaron. Cheers, bud.
Can we put another world in our in Menstruation Federation? That's now just the code name for it.
Yeah, we'll see. As you're walking up this hallway, you can see dark and dingy curtains line it. There are numerous paintings that line this long, darkened hallway. The floorboards creak under your feet as you walk, and it's almost quiet just with the sound of him snacking on crackers. Talking about Darkling society and how he used to follow a drow from the Underdark until she started making changes. And him and his Darkling friends no one wanted to follow this drow queen, and so he left. But now they follow the hag here in the wild beyond. Eventually, after this walking, of course, is there anything you guys want to do in this hallway before I move on? No, gotcha.
Is there any paintings in this hallway?
There are dozens.
As we pass each painting, can I tilt it slightly?
Yes. Do you want to do it secretively?
Yes.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Also, while he's doing that, I'd just be holding Trinket's hand. Me and Trinket are just holding hands.
Nice. 17. Wow. Really good sleight of hand roll there, bud. Yeah, you're putting them all...
13.
13. Okay. Still good, though. You're putting them all slanted. As you're putting them all slanted, all the eyeballs on these look like as if they watch you as you're going down the hallway. And one of them, you tip it slanted, and it's got its eyeballs in the hole, and then you tip it sideways, and it's like the eye is like crooked. It looks like this now. Like trying to see through the hole.
I got people in there.
Of course, you come across the painting of a very well-established king, naked, riding on a knoll with a large sword, and his dong is draping on the ground. Shout out King Norcalius. Anytime there's a painting in our world, there's also one of him. Now, you guys get to the end, and an open-air amphitheater is carved from the slope of this mountaintop. Short, cloaked figures, all darklings, sit on little stone benches facing the stage. Enclosed the stage are 10-foot-high stone walls above, which you can see the stormy sky. There are a team of masked goblins that are preparing the stage for the next performance. Lighting is provided by an intricate overhead contraption upon which several more masked goblins are perched, moving the lights around, and the sounds of chains clanking and gears turning can be heard coming from somewhere under your feet in the mountaintop. But you look up to the left to see in the balcony a large chair made out of bones, flesh, and other weird wooden contraptions, and sitting in that chair seems to be the Hag Queen herself. The little darkling turns back to you, finishing off his last cracker, and says, "Here you are. A deal is a deal." And he puts his hood back over his head and shambles back over to the benches and shares some of the cheese with his friends. The Hag Queen, Endelyn, looks down upon you two, and she says, "Well, well, well. A couple more performers have come to my stage. Please, I want to see you better. Center yourselves in front of me." And she waves to this open area in front of the benches, in between the benches and her in the balcony.
Powerful magic!
Holy shit!
Certifiable
Holy shit.
_nerd subscribed. After 29 months of Grouch Couch, I've found my spot. It faces the stream at an angle to easily view while still working, while not so far to inhibit participation. It's within 2 steps of a variety of booths, fans, windows, and a handy wallet for gifting subs and bitties. There are many spots on the couch, but this one is mine.
Oh, I don't know why, but I just fucking love that. That ending bit was so fucking wholesome. Cheers, certifiable. There are many rifles, but this one is mine. I love that. There are many spots on the couch, but this is my spot on the couch. God. We got to implement that somewhere. That is so fucking wholesome. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Come on, chat. Can we get some love? If you're here and you're active in chat, let's get some love. Andy,
Part of the couch, what's up? Part of the crew.
Oh.
Certifiable _nerd gifted community subs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Many spots on the couch merch win. Good point. Very good point. But thank you for the gifted sub, Cert. Cheers, buddy. Gosh. 29 months. My goodness. Okay, I want to change our background. I don't really have anything set for this setting, so I'm just going to put us inside somewhere. We're just going to be here. All right? Fair enough? Fair enough. Now, what do you guys do?
Well, we are centering ourselves with in the center of the stage, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hello. My name is, Riener, and we would like to, perform at your place for, this thing you do.
She says, Riener Van Ritter, you think I don't know who you are?
Oh, no, I know you know who I am. I just want to give you this opportunity to accept my services of fantastical performing.
Yes.
If you might...
Well, it seems that the deal is deeper than you might think, Riener. For I know you. I know of you. And I know what I've stolen from you.
Yeah?
If you would like it back, then we can come to an accord.
Okay. What would this accord consist of?
Well, you will perform. If you perform well, you make me laugh. You make me cry. And you follow my stagehand's lead, I will give you back your lovely Selena, as is, and you will go free. If you perform and you fail, then I will take you, your friend, and her little sister for my own. Now, you two will both be performing together, of course, and the little sister can take her seat on the stage. On the seats. So you must work together.
Huh.
You need a big backup dancer?
I mean, you know anybody that plays drums?
I can't carry a tune for shit.
No. It will not be music. You will be acting.
Acting? I haven't, done this too much before. It's kind of like a new role for me. Not really the best at it. So, can we choose something else, maybe?
No.
Like, how about sex? I'm pretty okay with that.
Yes, I'm sure you are, Riener. I've spoken thoroughly to Selena and know your past. And that's why on this day you will be doing something different.
Okay, well, I'm out of ideas.
Now,
I could act. I can do that.
To these terms, you will head to stage left and join my goblin helper who will guide you. You will have a few minutes to prepare, and then you will perform.
Now, this, Madam Haig, I'm
Endelyn.
sorry. Thank you, Endelyn, my dear. Now, I should tell you, although I would love to show my acting chops on the stage, by my oath to myself, I should tell you that we did promise a certain sister of yours we would purposely fuck up your play.
Well, from what I hear, that thieving sister of mine that stole my cat has perished. So it seems that your promises are broken.
Oh, that cat's yours?
Yes.
Huntington Gunther Woodworth III is yours?
You know of my cat?
Yeah! Hey, Max, he's around.
We may be able to strike another accord then.
He's like, oh my goodness, he's a feisty feeler.
Cougar Slayer 100.
Cheers, bud. Thank you. An evil villain indeed, making him do a demo reel.
Did you love and care for that cat?
He performed tasks for me. Performed on the
stage. That didn't answer my question.
Well, he was more of a object of mine, to say. I owned him.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
I don't know if I like that phrasing.
Yeah. I bet you own a great many things.
I do. In my collection, which you may get to see if you finish your performance. Now, do you agree?
Well, it depends. What kind of performance is it?
You will be acting.
Yeah, but there's like a kind of acting where we get strung up like puppets or something and forced to kill each other, and I just can't abide by that. No. I'd like to know at least the script.
You will be provided lines.
The script be set out ahead of me.
No tricks, no slights. Just do well. Simple.
Riener, do you think you can do well with some lines?
I think so. I mean, like, can't be that.
Okay. We have come
all right.
To an accord.
I don't like that all the details haven't come out, but what besides Reiner's friend, what do we get if we impress you? And what actually does impress you is another question I have, but I can't imagine you'd answer that for us. So
I have
what do we get
a bunch of like mechanics and stuff that I'll explain afterwards. The goblin's gonna tell you. But what she says is, make me laugh, make me cry. Tell a good story, and read the lines provided to you.
We're about to be like genie fucked or something, you know?
Yeah, like, yes, that is what I'm saying here. That's why I'm stalling, cause I don't like it. I don't like these terms. There's too much at stake, and I've been dealing with fairies my whole goddamn life. And you know, like, I got duped by my own family. I don't want to be duped by some hag. Pull out, like, I'd much rather her be like, yeah, I got your dad in a cell somewhere. Bring him out. And I'll just crush his head with my bare hands. Let's go. Fratricide, motherfucker.
Making it harder to trust her. How about this? Change the music. That make it feel better? Yes, go and perform. Everything will be fine.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Accord. Her hand extends over the balcony and down to you guys, and you can see these nailed little fingers outstretched, and she reaches out to you, Riener, for the shake. And you grab, and she shakes, and you feel like this like invisible twine wrap around your hand and then release. She goes, okay, off you go. Now, you guys have chosen to perform. As you step up the stairs, stage left, a goblin appears in a jester's costume. He taps his clownish scepter on the floor to get your attention, and he says, "Wha-ha! To impress the dame of unhappy endings, you will need to perform a tragedy. Something gruesome, depressing, and darkly humorous. Now, I have just the play." And a rolled-up script suddenly appears in his hand. Normally, we would have several hours to prepare, but alas, time is of the essence. And since you don't have time to memorize all of these lines, we need to improvise. He tosses the script over one shoulder, and he says, "Worry not, I'll feed you the lines from the wings if you get stuck." Now, I want to pause the music because here, my friends, is how this is going to work.
We have
a fun, he goes, "What? My scepter? Why?"
It just looks mighty interesting. Can I have it? Can I see it?
Well, my friend, do you have something to trade?
I got plenty of snacks.
I don't want snacks.
All right. Well, you seem like a humorous little feller. I have an abalone shell that giggles when you put it up to your ear. It'll laugh at all your jokes.
Actually, roll me persuasion. You should do. Roll me persuasion.
I got an abalone shell.
I'll open this beer. Roll me persuasion. Where's my
Persuasion.
bottle opener? Yes. I don't have a
Well,
bottle
let's
opener.
look, Dick. It was just a 4.
He goes, no.
I ain't got.
Don't want your dumb shell. Sorry.
Dumb shell, nothing. I've had it my entire time I've been in the Feywild.
Cheers, chat.
Shit with your.
This is going to be a really fun mechanic, so hope all you guys are fucking paying attention. It's going to be fun. You guys will get to read along. It's going to be great. It's going to be way better than the performance we did back in the college years, I'll tell you that much. Here we go. Although that was fun. It's 805 with lime in it. So, here's the way this is going to work.
Riener, remember there was
First
there
off,
was a Jester Scepter.
Remember there was a Jester Scepter. Yes, indeed. Now, first off, the first part of this. He runs over to a costume closet. You guys follow him over. I have a roll chart here that's going to have a role in the play that you are going to play, to give you a little bit of backstory for playing this other character that you're going to be. It is a D8 roll chart. If you roll on it once, you don't like your outcome, I will allow you to roll again.
Cheers,
all right?
buddy.
But I need each one of you, one by one, to roll me a D8. Whose line is it anyway? Not exactly, but I would love to figure out a way to do something like that in the future. 7.
I got a 7.
So yours is a foolish minstrel. And Connor got a 4. You are a mean-spirited servant. Do you guys want to roll again?
I feel like minstrel's more his thing, so yeah, I'm gonna roll again if that's all right.
Fine, I'll roll again.
All right.
I got 3.
And an 8. Okay, on a 3, you are a high and mighty princess. And an 8 is an honorable knight that has been risen from the dead.
Ah.
Fair enough. Okay. Performing the play. I'm just going to read this out to you guys so you know what the fuck is going on, because I feel like this is good for stuff like this, as well as chat gets to know what's going on. You guys must ad-lib a tragedy. Whatever your characters say and do is up to you, for the most part, but you must find a way to incorporate the stage fright's lines into your play's dialogue. And each time one of you guys delivers one of the lines, I will drop another line for you guys to have in your pool of lines, okay? You can freely move around the stage, and you could make up pretend props that you're going to be using or anything else like that, and I will be giving you extra successes if you come up with funny things or tragedies. If one of your characters dies or meets some other tragic end during the play, you can then roll to play a different character, all right? That's the way it's going to work. Now, you will get a success every time you use one of the lines. Make up something funny, do something cool, use a prop. All right, you're going to get failures every time you take too long to use a line or if you stutter, etc. And basically, you just need to have enough successes by the end to make Endelyn laugh. Now, the fun thing about this is I am going to provide, to start, we're going to have 3 lines. I'm going to put 3 of these lines into the public Love, Death, and Dice chat so everyone watching can see them, and you guys can have them there. Whenever one of you says the lines, I'm going to drop a new one in there, all right? Now, this book has a whole bunch of lines, and I'm just going to pick randomly from this book. And we're going to go for a couple minutes here. Fair enough?
And can you read mine again? I know I'm a princess, but I forgot everything else. Number 3.
You're high and mighty.
High and mighty.
High and mighty.
Yeah. And Connor's an undead knight.
You're a bitch.
Undead.
Yeah. So, here are our first lines. I'm going to drop in here. Now, I'm going to pretend like I'm not listening if you guys want to come up. You have a minute to come up with some kind of anything that you want to. And you could talk amongst yourselves out of character. Chat can throw things in there as well for your 2 characters to go with. You can also pretend to use other stagehands, other goblins and things, although they're not going to really say very much, but you can, you know, improv it and stuff like that. And I would make sure you have the public Love, Death, and Dice chat open, because that's where your lines are going to be.
Oh, the public one.
Yeah. because I want chat to be able to see and to be able to see how you incorporate these lines, because I think that that is funny. I guess I could put them into chat here, but they might disappear. I could do that as well. I'll do both. Or one or the other. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Timer starts now. Whenever you guys want to. Or we could take a break so you could brainstorm. We can come right back. Because I didn't.
I wouldn't say no to a break.
Yeah,
Okay.
break,
All right.
and we can talk. How
Okay.
I think I already have an idea of what to do.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Hell yeah. Oh, I think Certifiable is trying to cast a command, Invisible Sprite as a filter of love, to Endelyn's drink as Riener takes the stage. Ooh. See D&D Beyond. I like that, Certifiable. You're so clever. Let me
That's
open
what
it
we
up.
pay him for, is being so gosh darn
Gift of
clever.
potion.
Certifiable_nerd just redeemed custom potion. Did the command not go off? See previous.
Hell yeah. Filter of love. Uncommon. The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this, you become charmed for 1 hour. If the creature is a species and gender you're normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love. The potion's rose hues evanescence liquid contains one easy to miss bubble shaped like a heart. They become charmed by that creature. So we're gonna make your rolls easier. She's gonna be way more into everything you do. So remember that. It's gonna make it a little bit easier for Riener. Okay, we're gonna take a quick 5 minutes. We're gonna come right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody.
Papa.
Welcome back to Love, Death, and Dice, The Wild Beyond. I'm your Dungeon Master, Turk, and I'm here at the Grouch Couch FM. Thank you so much for tuning in. Up next, we've got Kate and Connor.
Hello.
Appreciate y'all for joining us. Being fucking awesome. Yeah. This is episode 12. We've only got after tonight. We only have one more episode, which means next week is our finale of Love, Death, and Dice, The Wild Beyond. Then we're coming back with a metal-ass fucking campaign. Possibly Call of Cthulhu. Possibly a fucking heavy metal rock band. Possibly some really brutal epic-ass shit. Could be. Who knows? Tune in after the finale to figure out more details about that. We are currently raising money for all of those said things, all right? So, thank you so much for supporting the fucking show and being here and being awesome. Yes, but right now, these two guys have entered into the hag's castle, Endelyn, and she has asked them to perform. Now, they've each been given designated roles and some lines to perform. Excuse me. Beer burps, huh? So, you guys have rolled. You are going to be a princess. High and mighty princess. And you are going to be an undead knight, Riener. Now, the way that this is going to work, you guys are performing to impress said hag. And the way that this is going to work is you guys have lines that you must read within a certain amount of time, and every time you read one of the lines, I'm going to drop a new one into their Discord chat for you guys to have in your arsenal. I'm starting you with 3, all right, and then I'm going to drop more and more as we go on. If you get enough successes before you end your little play, which let me know, just say scene when it's done, if you think you've done enough. And you can also use props, you can make up things, you can use the other goblin stage hands for random shit if you want to, and you can roll skill checks as well while you're performing as much as you want to for additional successes. So, this is what we're doing. And chat, everyone here in chat, you can see them. They're in the public Love, Death, and Dice chat in our Discord. So if you want to see how they say these lines and the way that they use them, they're all in there for you guys to be able to check out. Any questions?
I think it makes sense. Sorry, I think it makes sense. Oh, the sickness, it took my brain. I'm sorry.
Cool. It's totally cool.
So do we have to
Okay.
roll when we say these lines, or do we have,
Nope.
are we just acting? There's no rolls or nothing?
But like, if you want to do a backflip for some fucking reason, then you would have to roll in acrobatics. Yeah. But
okay. That's what we're going to be doing. All backflips.
that's basically what I mean. Like, yeah, you can make skill checks, but you don't have to make any. Okay.
Oops, all backflips. All right.
Oops, all backflips. That's it. Okay, I'm going to start the music. And the stagehand walks out to you with his scepter. He looks at you two guys and he's like, okay, so do you have an idea I'm here to help.
I think so. I know I asked before just to see it, but I think your scepter would make a mighty fine princess scepter if I could borrow it for the performance.
We have just been
Roll me
raided.
deception.
We have just been raided. We have just been raided. I wonder who it's from.
It's from Forge of Lore,
Forge of
our
Lore
boy
rated with
Steve.
You see deception?
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, Forge. Hi, Steve. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Tyler. Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you for coming in here.
I got 15 this time.
Okay, we'll play on that in a second. But first, thank you so much for the raid there, Steve. How did your thing go today? How was it? Thank you so much for joining us. These guys are about to improv their butts off because we're doing a theater performance in front of a hag. And it's really fun, and you guys should hang out for it if you want to. But welcome here to the Grouch Couch. Cheers, boys. Today's episode 12 of our campaign, which means next week is our finale before we start prepping for our new one. And we're currently starting to raise some funds to buy costumes and other kinds of things for that next campaign. Should be great. Cheers, you guys. Woo! So, those of you guys that are in our Discord, they just rated in with Steve. There's a public Love, Death, and Dice chat. I put some lines in there. These guys have to use those lines while they're performing. Proteus got the role of being a high and mighty princess, and Connor is an undead knight, and they're performing for the hag. And they're just currently talking to the goblin stagehand before they go on. That's where we're at. Thank you guys for joining us. So, you got a...
15.
15.
15.
He goes, okay. Will you give me my scepter back when you're done?
I believe that can be arranged.
All right. A deal's a deal. And he hands it over to you. It's pretty nice. It's like red and white striped all the way up to the top. It's got a little dome on it. It kind of looks like a clown head on the top of the scepter. Yeah, it's actually, to you, being the tall tiefling you are, pretty small. Kind of like this. It's definitely not like a staff. It's like a tiny little, yeah, about that size. There you go. Okay, Riener, any final preparations before the curtains open?
Little goblin guy, can I get like a rope or a wire maybe attached to like my chest to, you know, give an illusion of me raising out of the grave, you know, like... Oh wait, no, never mind. I have my wings. I'll just do... Here, can you paint my wings black so it blends in with
I can do that. But he's gonna roll a survival little goblin, see how well he does it. My dice isn't connected. I know. He got a 5. It's not great, but he paints your wings black. But it's not great.
I could have done a better job, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
I got, you know, I paint my face every so often.
He's like, you two, the curtains are closed. As soon as the curtains open, you're going live. If you need anything, look back to me. I'll be yelling lines at you from the sideline. Yeah, let me get that open here so I have it prepared. He's like, okay.
Now, if we have to ask the goblin for lines, do we get penalized?
No, that's just kind of like the roleplay aspect of it. The lines are actually in the Discord for you to see. So make sure you have that open. Yeah, I'm just going to be posting them in there as I go. But everyone pretend like he's yelling them at you from the side, from what you have to say.
All right.
Okay. He goes, Riener, stage left. You go all the way to the left. Violet, you stand on the right side. The curtains are closed. The music begins. And the curtains begin to open. And you hear the crowd like, ah. And the hag up at the top.
Gift an item.
MS Liz Lane just redeemed random item. Violet.
Gotcha, Liz. Gotcha. The curtains open. The hag takes a sip of her drink.
I am currently laying down on the stage, and I use my fairy wings to float me up to standing like a Dracula out of a coffin.
Yeah.
And as I stand, I say, "It is I, Lord Phallus of Bringham. I've come to gain the favor of Princess Labia. Fair Lady Labia, where art thou?"
I am fair Princess Labia. Who darest look for mine presence?
It is I, Knight Phallus of Bringham, and I have come for your favor. Yes.
You dare speak of this, rascal?
Yes, I do. And you must understand, Princess Labia, I love all of you, and I devote my service and time to your eternity. At a moment's whim, I shall grant my life in service of yours.
Did you speak? For I thought it was the braying of an ass.
Why, yes, your ladyship. I've come to protect you from all of the evil things in this land.
What evil do I need to be protected from when it is you that stands before me that is most foul?
Why? Probably, you know, the undead creatures that roam this land. For, you know, I am a living creature, obviously.
Supposed to be a tragedy. Just remember that. You impress the hag for it to be a tragedy.
On the contrary, I acknowledge all of your faults.
Nice.
You acknowledge me, my fair lady Labia. I am honored. I shall escort you to your bedroom.
You shall not stand within an inch of me, you foul beast.
Right, personal space, got it.
I will not be escorted by the likes of you.
Whom would you be escorted by, my fair lady Labia?
One that still beats, that has pink in their cheek and was not struck by a sword, most villainous and plighted.
I shall be on the search for this person, my fair lady. In the meantime, how shall you be escorted to your room?
I shall escort myself, but not at this time. You shall stay in the grave where you have been left to rot.
Been left to rot? What do you mean, my liege?
You see,
Connor,
my liege.
You haven't
he's
said one
dead.
of the lines. Hit them lions, baby. My liege, he's dead. That's another one. Correct.
It seems we are in a bit of a pickle.
Nice.
You, fetch my steed. We ride at dawn. Why are you laughing, my fair lady? Was it something I said?
For there is no one left to fetch your steed. There is not one that can call you their liege. There is not one before you that would stand in call to you, you foul heathen. You called once too many fair lady, and you met your fate with the dirt and the worms. What manner of ghoul is this that I see before me? It is you.
My fair lady, have you stricken me down?
And I shall strike you again, if necessary, to save this world for all that plights it. You are the reason the women choose the bear.
You killed me, my fair lady. Take this. Hurts, doesn't it?
Ding.
What would you know of pain and suffering for what you have put everyone in this kingdom through? I will strike you again.
Am I to make a pie from all these crumbs? Hold on to thy seat. This trail has more bumps to come. Bitch.
Ding, ding, I guess.
Stop saying that. Are you a fool?
I would not wish you upon a toad. I shall make a banquet of your dreams in hell.
Guys. You're supposed to add them in, not only read them. We've found... Hey, you let me know
you are
when
wounded, fair lady. And I am wounded, but I am already dead, so it does nothing. Idiot.
Come close. Come close to me, my sweet knight. I wish to look on eyes before I go. And
Hush,
take
my
you with
sweet
me
dumpling.
I will behead you, 'cause night comes, and we must both away. And I shall slit his throat and take his head with me.
My help is shriveled like a grape. Let's make wine of it.
I think this is seen and seen and seen.
You gotta hold up your hand like you're holding his head. Oh, what do we think, chat? Was that a tragedy? Was that a tragedy? God, that's so fucking funny, dude. That's so fucking funny. Here's what we're gonna do.
I was trying to add in the lines naturally. I was trying.
And I was just copying and pasting. I wasn't even reading them. I was just like, ugh, and I was reading them
Lead
after.
man was just doing something. I don't know. I was trying to read the lines as they were given.
He had plans. He had plans. Okay. Did they succeed? I spelled that wrong. I don't care. In telling a tragedy, you guys. Was it a good story? Was it or not? We're gonna do a poll. You guys can vote on it, huh?
An undead knight comes back alive to see his beloved. He figures out that his beloved killed him, and then he kills his beloved while she slices his head off. Tragedy? Hmm?
You're the reason women choose bears.
What the fuck? I should make a banquet of your dreams. Hush, my sweet dumpling. Night comes. We must away. Jesus. You got one vote for no. Someone was like, nope.
No.
You got 38 for yes, though. Y'all are doing good. You're killing it. You're killing it. Oh. The curtains close, and as the curtains close, you guys hear thunderous clapping from the Darklings.
Oh, I thought they were like twerking in the crowd.
No, and the curtains close, the torches come back up, and the goblin comes out, and he's like, "Very good, very good. Endelyn will see you now. My scepter?"
Oh, yeah, of course. There you go.
Give it back, and he goes, "Yes, yes." Really happy to have it back. You guys leave down the stairs. You go back into the center. And Endelyn's stroking her face, looking down at you. And she says, "How do you feel you performed?"
I think it was pretty good for, like, you know, a man of my
First
talents.
draft. For a first run through, I would say it was pretty gosh darn good.
Confidence, then. Hmm?
Yeah, you could say that. We are like confident and shit.
Well,
I'd say I'm pretty humble about it. I would say I'd like another go or two, but you know, there's always room for perfection.
indeed.
Yes. And might I say, you have very long and gray boobies today. Fair Endelyn.
No, it's not.
Yeah, roll me a charisma check there, Riener. Didn't say my line, penis. 0 out of 10. That's what Steve said. It was in the Discord.
This is a 14.
He goes,
Do I get any plus or
just-
minuses from the potion she got slipped?
She's charmed. So what I'll say is that she says, okay, I will not hurt you this day. I will choose to ignore that.
Was it?
She's like, I guess a deal is a deal. Now, I didn't cry, but I did chuckle. And your character, the undead knight, how did he perish?
Oh, you didn't understand this
The
from
first
the
time.
play? The first time? It was the princess that killed him because
Oh,
he was too
Of
like
unwanted advances.
No, I thought it was promiscuity.
I ain't unwanted advances.
Okay, yeah, like the Pepe Le Pew thing.
he nods and she says, okay. And your character,
His
the
dick got
princess,
the beast.
the princess doesn't like knights.
She
I don't
stumbled
think
into
that.
the-
A part of the couch, a part
No,
of the
that's
crew.
just.
Galatians
That's just
81
me denying
subscribed,
the
Miss You
dudes.
Violet.
Oh, Gala, we miss
Oh,
you too.
Gayla.
Cheers.
Oh, Gayla. But no, I wouldn't say she's not into nights, just not that night when they don't take no for an answer. Much like her quote of, "You are the reason women choose the bear. They'd feel safer around a bear than they feel around that night." It's just that night in particular.
Okay. Well, a deal is a deal. Her hand extends out, and she has this little rusty key in between her nails. And she drops it into your hand, Riener. She says, venture forth into my castle. I have another play I'm going to watch. In the castle, you will find my room. My room of my favorite toys. And in there, you will find Selena.
Okay.
Okay. On with you then.
Ryder just sprinting. It's like, you could pretend a little less like you got a giant boner happening.
was
Like, could you?
Such good.
That's
fake
why I'm
running.
walking. I can't fly with it.
That was pretty damn good, dude.
All right, Trinket, come on, let's go follow the giant main whore. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. You two venture forth with Trinket into Motherhorn, the castle here. You get to another long, darkened hallway. You pass by a dressing room where some darklings are getting ready for their next performance. You have a peek inside. One of the female darklings just sluts the door because she was naked and you spotted her.
You were quite beautiful, ma'am.
You continue on down this hallway. This shadowy hallway has a backdrop that's painted to look like a library bookshelf, but it's not actually any kind of library bookshelves. And as you're walking up this hallway, you eventually make it back to the dressing room, even though you've been going forward. And you see the Darkling, who is naked, again. And she says, and she shuts the door. And you continue walking
You
forward.
wonderful. You have wonderful gray skin, ma'am.
Long gray titties. Nice.
And these painted bookshelves on the walls just continue. You continue walking up it. And then eventually, you get back to the dressing room with the Darkling, who's naked. She sees you, see her, and she goes, and she shuts the door. And you continue walking.
All right, it's pretty clear we're going into search of. Good God.
Tavern Talks just redeemed Chaos card. Violet.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
What was the random item I got?
I've got it here.
God damn.
Dragon scale mail.
Oh, hot darn. All right.
Yeah, I think you think Emmy for this one, or Liz. You think Liz for this one? It's dragon scale mail. It's made of the scales of one kind of dragon. So you get to pick. You've got black, blue, brass, bronze, copper, gold, green, red, silver, or white. And each one of these has a different kind of resistance. And while wearing this armor, you get a +1 bonus to AC. You have advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons. And you have resistance to 1 damage type that is determined by the kind of dragon provided by the scales that you choose. Additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance and direction of the closest dragon that is within 30 miles of you. This special action can't be used again until the next day or dawn. So you get +1 AC, and you get resistance against 1 type of element.
You say it's called Dragon Scale Mail?
Yeah.
Alright, and then I can choose any one of these. Alright. I'm adding it to my inventory, but I can't use it till tomorrow. Right? That's what it said?
No. You can't use the special ability. You can only use the special ability once per day. But this armor doesn't require attunement. You could put it on right now.
Oh, shoot. Alright. Oh, well, we were black, so I was... Sorry, I'm frightful tired. I think I'll just work at the black armor, the black scale mail armor. There we go. Add to equipment. There we go. Yeah. Got that going. All right, and then what was the other thing that happened?
Chaos card. You have language. You magically gain the ability to speak 1 language of your choice for 1 day.
Oh, snap. What do Darklings speak?
Actually, I don't know.
Darklinian.
Darklinian. Sylvian.
Oh, I already speak that, so that's dumb.
They also speak Elvish.
Mine's pretty close to Sylvan, isn't it? Can I choose to speak to Splacer Beast?
Speak to animals, you mean? Because that's what that
Yeah,
would be.
sure. You never know, they might all speak their own language. Does that count? Or should I pick something else?
Yeah, pick something else.
Alright, let's go with Goblin. Let's just go Goblin for now.
Cool.
Because you said there were a couple of goblins around.
Yeah. Okay. You guys continue down the hallway. There are bookshelves on the walls, but they look like they're just painted on the walls to form some kind of library as you walk. The torches.
Oh look, can I stop at one of these bookshelves and like look at them? And because they're painted on the walls, can I see if there's any like cracks in the sides of the walls where they might like slide open?
Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
All right, Arcana. It's a 7. I was worried it was a 1 for a second, so I didn't see shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. They look like painted walls of bookshelves. Wow.
Okay, well, I'm getting bored with seeing the same naked lady again. Can I check
Certifiable _nerd used reroll Violet.
Hell yeah, he did.
I'll read. Oh, this time it was 18.
Certifiable _nerd just redeemed advantage. Violet.
I got an 18.
You might hit the nat.
So I guess, all right, and then, yeah, I got a 7 again.
All right, 18. You look at these books, And it looks like some of the titles on the books are like a different color. They're like almost like glowing. And you imagine they must somehow be connected to this infinite hallway. And you start reading the titles of the books. And some of them stick out to you. It mentions the Witchlight Queen. And it mentions something about the carnival. And it mentions some odd kind of phrase. And being that you just got your intelligence back, I want you to make me an intelligence check to see if you can put it all together.
All right, and my intelligence now gets a +2, right? Like that's what I remember we said.
Yes.
So I can roll it like it's a saving throw.
Books. Sure. And advantage.
All right, 15.
Wow. 15 or a 1. Cool. 15. Yeah. Looking through the books, you can discern with your intelligence that all the book titles are lit up this way. And it basically means that to escape, the person trapped in here currently happens to be the current queen of the Witchlight Carnival. She must speak the special phrase to be able to escape. And I would like someone in chat to use Name a Thing and throw out a phrase for her to speak. And if she speaks my favorite, she will break the hallway curse. Everybody in chat, use the Name a Thing.
I have to pick your favorite. Get the fuck out of here. Only one person make a phrase. Get out of here.
Oof. Come on. I see Riener typing.
I mean, to be fair, I just want to say that in this accent, Pizza of Death. I just want to say it.
Well, they're making it easy for you. Okay, you've got 4 to choose from. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. Couldn't be something cryptic and mystical. Jesus. That's fair.
No, you train this audience to do nothing but dick jokes. Half of the places in Antarctica are named after penises. You trained them for this.
All right. All right, you get 2 tries. Go.
Yeah, I learned it from watching you, Dad. Exactly what Steve said.
You're my bug.
No, all right.
I want to be like you.
I really just want to say that one. Because it would, I mean, you did laugh at it openly. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with one of the ones you openly laughed at in the beginning, which is Schlitz, Tits, and Zits.
Try again.
Oh, okay. There's new ones now. Has it changed?
Maybe.
They keep adding more. Dragons and wyverns come to play, but bad dragons stay in the closet for another day.
Okay. Spank me, says Steve. All right. Fair enough. As you say that, the bookshelves pop out of the wall. And all the books that had the golden glowing titles flutter around above you in like circles, like these fluttering birds. And then I'll go to the end of the hallway and I'll land down and form a wall. And a bunch of the books are a different color, like a brownish green. The rest of them are red. And it forms a doorway in this brownish green. And then in a flash and a twinkle of magic, the door where your hand would go, the book where your hand would go, forms a doorknob. It like pops out of the cover of the book.
All right, well, I'm gonna reach for that big old knocker, and I'm gonna give it a squeeze and a turn.
All right. You turn it. And you arrive to the new area.
New frontier.
I don't think this is going to be shaped right, but I don't care. I want to show you what I'm visualizing right now. Hello? Doing Violet. You guys step in.
I don't know my best.
It's dark.
Oh. Well, ain't that just something special? Oh. Who drew this? Me when I was angsty and 15?
Scores of wooden marionettes hang from the ceiling of this oddly shaped room, the floor of which is strewn with old play scripts. Near the entrance are two alcoves, one containing a bare table, the other holding a wooden chest with tiny clawed feet. Deeper in the room, as you step in, you can see a wicker basket surrounded by miniature toy birds. Scores of hourglasses are fixed to the walls. Whenever the sand of an hourglass runs out, the mechanism that is in the hourglass of the wall causes it to flip over. The steady hiss of all of those falling grains of sand can be heard all throughout the room. A large glass doored wardrobe with a jade eye embedded in it stands on the far side of the room in the wide alcove.
Riener, I say since your girlfriend's probably in here somewhere, I'm gonna let you take the lead.
Can I start looking at the puppets?
Yeah. Roll me an insight.
Dirty 20.
Nice. As you look at the puppets, all of them are different races and types of people. Most of them goblins and darklings. As you step forward into the room, they all crack and creak as their heads follow you.
Creepy.
Roll me stealth, Riener.
$25.
Nice. Natural 20, baby. Cheers, you're Gucci.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, they're just looking at me, right?
You're moving past them. They don't seem to watch you completely as you kind of get under them and through them without touching them.
Can I try to open up the menagerie?
So there's a jade eye adorning the wardrobe's bit that's closed. But how do you open it? Is my question.
Well, didn't she give us a key?
Can I use that key?
Yes. And on your natural 20 stealth check, you put the key into the hole right besides the eye. And you creak the door open. And as you do, you're looking through it and it almost seems empty. There are shelves lining all the way up. And there's one shelf with a bigger opening like it can fit something larger, almost like a marionette puppet. And as your eyes adjust in this complete darkness in this marionette cabinet, you see a marionette sitting on the shelf. And you begin to notice that this marionette has some similar features of Selena. You see her legs, her shoes, her arms, and you get up and you make eye contact with Selena as the marionette. And she looks out at you, and you can see her eyes are scared, but frozen.
Can I grab the marionette?
You reach out and you grab her, and you hold her in her arms, and she looks up at you, and through the wood on her skin, through her wooden eyes, one tear falls as she looks up at you.
How do we fix this?
Talk to your loot.
Not funny.
So, you can talk to Selena by making an Arcana check to talk to her through your loot, like you have done in the past.
Oh, yeah, I should. It's an 11.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Okay, I'll roll
Certifiable underscore nerd just redeemed advantage. Riener.
18.
Nice.
Selena, is this you? Can you hear me? Is this you?
Play a sad tone. No. And the voice comes through, and she's like, Riener, I see you.
You are a puppet.
I'm a puppet, Riener. How did this happen?
I don't know how. I assume.
Promise me. You go to the Palace of Heart's Desire. You free the princess. She must know a way to cure me. But promise me, you will not challenge the hag, for she is powerful, Riener.
I don't know if I can do that.
Be careful.
Riener, whatever you plan to do, I'm behind you.
My power is fading, Riener. I don't know how much I can control this connection. Take me with you. Keep me safe.
Okay.
And the connection ends. What do you do?
Oh, well, my mind is telling me to kill this bitch as fastly as possible. But I know we can't do that. We have to get out of here. We need reinforcements.
Do I see a sun-shaped mask wearing a marionette anywhere? Or a moon-shaped mask person anywhere?
Love you for that, Violet. Roll me a perception.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Perception. Oh, hot diggity. I got 19.
Hey! Congratulations. You see hanging from the roof. You're so tall, you could reach out and grab it. You don't have to worry about it. But there is a sun mask wearing marionette just hanging there.
Hi, darling. I know you can't answer me none, but your sister sends her regards from the outside. I think it's best you come with us. I don't know if you can understand me or nothing, but I hope maybe getting you out of here, you know, you might be able to, you know, help us.
You see, like, on her face, like, it, like, cracks and everything in it, like, strains, but there's, like, one side smile, like...
I'll take that as a yes. Now, you know what, Riener, hold her as well, just real quick, alright? Hanging creatures of the Hag's Lair.
As you speak out loud, all of them turn and look down at you.
Hi. I realize a great many of you may not be here because you want to be. And we would like to free you if you would be willing to be led by us. We would like to free you and let you lead your lives. You should not be strung up for someone else's amusement. You have free will. Rattle yourselves around if you'd like to be set free.
They all start rattling, and it's the creepiest noise you've ever heard in your life.
Sick. I'm gonna take out my sword of vengeance, my sweet boy, now that we're made up. And I'm gonna do it like a nice swipe up, and I'm gonna cut them all down in one go.
It's just more rattling. They all just fucking start falling. You're like jumping on the dresser, cutting more down. There's like dozens and dozens of these marionettes. And they all fall to the ground.
Alright. Now, many of you, I will not be able to take you with me now, but we are going to take down this hag.
Now, as
and hopefully
a cleric, what spells do you have?
I'm not a cleric.
I'm sorry, paladin.
Alright, paladin spells. I got Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy, Word of Radiance, Bane, Hunter's Mark, Heelish Rebuke. At some point I got Whole Person, and Missy Step.
Okay, just checking.
Alright. What am I supposed to have?
Nothing. I was just wondering.
Alright. But yeah, that is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I don't know much else, but I feel like we're gonna go try and take this bitch down and see what we can do.
Okay. Hey, Riener, anything to say? Or do?
I want to burn the...
We're not gonna burn it to the ground. We're gonna take this bitch out, and hopefully, much like with Mr. Huntington Woodworth III, hopefully by fucking slaying this hoe, suddenly everything will be all right for these folks.
Okay. All these marionettes are down on the ground. Some of them are still rattling. You give your big ol' speech, and there are... Let me roll for it, actually. I want to do a probability. I'm going to call it really unlikely. That's a 3. What? What the fuck? Okay. That's the best result you could have gotten. There are... 14 marionettes that rise from the pile of wood. Some of them look like old, hardened adventurers. Some of them fairies, tavern owners, goblins. They don't speak, but you can see the intensity in their eyes with how upset they are. And they stand and they follow you two out the door as you go out. Riener, you holding Selena in your arms, and you've got the sun lady over your shoulder. And you guys walk out of this room together, back into the hallway with these marionettes. Now, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break because that was really intense, and we're going to come right back just in a minute, all right? That's what we're going to do. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Love, Death, and Dice. Tonight's episode has been fairly dark, but tonight's episode is episode 12. All right, we're only doing 13. That means next week is the finale, the Palace of Heart's Desire. But only if these two characters survive tonight, depending on what their next actions are. Things are up in the air. This could be the final episode. But for now, these guys just, Riener found Selena. She had been turned into a marionette. They managed to free all the marionettes and gathered up about 12 marionettes to help them on whatever comes next. You guys just left out of this secret room in the infinite hallway. As you step out, the infinite hallway looks different than what it did when you went in. This time now, there's a door to the right that goes to an archway that seems to lead outside to the rain and the thunder. And to your left, there's a long hallway with curtains that goes back into the theater room. What, Mayfairtell, do you guys do?
All right, Riener, I know what we're planning to do, and I agree that we should do this, but if you can give me a second to, like, whistle out the door to possibly get, you know, like, Pete Townsend and maybe, you know, our little, Agdon maybe in here, so we can have some backup. And you know, Star, my displacer beast, if we can get a little bit extra help, you know, since our sweet little pudding paw has wandered off in the night and we haven't seen him since, I think we could use some extra help just to be safe. But I'm behind you 100%. We're gonna take this beach down.
We need to find the hots. Kiss.
I know.
We need to.
I know it.
Done here. We'll do.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
I'm trying to be serious and keep my voice low. Jeez. We need to get out of here. We need to find the Palace of Heart's Desire so that we can help Selena. After that, we shall have a siege.
You want to do that afterwards?
Presumably, we would have more help by then.
I mean, once we get to the Heart Desire, we freeze Zablina, and then, I mean, all's well ends well at that point. We wouldn't have to come back.
Oh, we will. Or at least I will. If I have to do it alone, then I will.
I'm saying we could do it right now.
I don't think we have enough manpower for that. Plus, I just need to make sure Selena is okay. We need to get out of here now with Selena.
All right. All right, as long as you say so. All right, I'm gonna look back to the little fellers following us. All right, guys, you heard it. We're not gonna attack just yet, but find yourselves positions within the Hag's Fortress where you can undermine and mess up what is going on here. I've
Guerrilla
heard tell
warfare.
that, yeah, guerrilla warfare. That jester scepter that the little goblin behind stage got. That's the key to something here. Do some crazy shit. Go crazy. Crawl up in the rafters. Untie shit. Make things fall apart from the inside. Take this place down by brick, and by God, we will be back, and we will bring hell and high water.
They all look at you, and they nod. And then, in creepily weird fashion, their little wooden fingers go into the walls, and they climb up the walls and onto the roofs, and then upside down clatter as they crawl all the way up the roof of the hallway.
I love that. All right, let's head for the door to the out then.
Okay. Now, let me get this here. You guys head over to the door. Outside, the rain and thunder continues again. You step outside. You wave your sword of vengeance. The flame breaks through the clouds. And you whistle. And then through the clouds comes Pete Townsend. Through the air, pulling the carriage. The balloon attached to it. It comes around to this balcony, and it stops. On it, you see Agdon, the little sunflower friend of yours, and the moon-faced person. I don't remember what we named her.
I also don't.
It was a chat name. It was 2 weeks ago, so strike me on that. But she sees her sister as a marionette, and she jumps off the basket of the balloon onto the balcony and reaches out, and she grabs her sister as a son, and she goes, "Oh God, what did she do to you?"
It seems a great many of her favorite toys have all been turned into marionettes.
Oh my God. I know.
I'm real sorry. I didn't know I was contagious.
We must get to the Palace of Heart's Desire. We must find a way to cure this. I must have my sister back. For this hag will die on the day that the sun and the moon are reunited. It is foretold. We can get my sister back. Me and her dance together and this hag will die.
I believe
this moment, can I just be like making eye contact with her and just nodding my head, and then we like do like, you know, the yeah bro, like shake with the arms like this.
Yeah.
She will die.
Just as you do. I have it on this scene. Do I have display capture on this scene? I don't. This other scene isn't set up right. There we go. That's fair enough. This is what the hag
She's
looks
cool
like.
looking.
You look up to the sky to see, out of a window, the hag appears. And she's flying on this winged creature that has no flesh. It's all bones. She heads off in the distance to the sky. And the sun person says, or the moon person says, she's headed to the palace. We can get her there.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, let's go.
Is that her dumper? Yeah. Does Trinket still have her dragon potion? I think so.
I think so too, but I'm not putting Trinket in any kind of danger if I don't need to.
Okay. You guys hop on the balloon, and the little sunflower whispers directions into Pete Townsend's ear. And your pumpkin-headed friend pulls the lever. and the flame goes back into the hot air balloon, and you guys begin floating once again.
Can I like hop to the side of the basket and like start pushing from the outside with my wings?
To get it going faster? Hell yeah, you can. Can you roll me in athletics?
A 0. 16.
Nice. You push and it helps. And you guys take off pretty fast. And you can see... Why did that stop? You can see off in the distance the hag on her little flying machine in the clouds, going in and out through the thunder. In the lightning. And eventually, she goes down. And you guys lose track of her. You fly for about another hour. And you can see it up ahead. It looks like a twilight-lit palace that emerges from a dreamlike vision from the clouds. A great marble tower, ringed by delicate spires, casts its shadow over the rooftops down below. And I do have a picture. Bucket! Cheers, Bucket!
Cheers, Bucket! Hi, Bucket.
You can see...
How are you?
Another tower that teeters nearby, and torn from the foundations and held aloft by the so-called beanstalk, monstrous vines cling to this palace's walls and go all the way up the towers and choke all of the foundation on the rock of which this palace sits. Hundreds of birds burst from the canopy of the ancient forest below and scatter in all directions, and moments later, you guys float down through the clouds, and you can see below, in front of the palace itself, the carnival.
Oh, shit. All right. The carnival?
The carnival.
Like the, as in like my old employer, the carnival?
Yes. So, Pete Townsend brings the carriage to a stop and lowers it down in front of the entrance to the carnival. And, hold on, I have it here. Dang it. You see your friend. Now, dang. What was her name? It's been 8 weeks. The raccoon?
Well, there's Nikki and Teresa.
Yeah, Nikki. Nikki's standing out front, taking tickets from goblins and darklings alike as they enter inside of the carnival.
Nikki?
She looks over, she sees you, and she goes, "Well, be my stars, if it isn't my favorite tiefling strong woman. What brings you here?" And I actually have
what
music
brings
and things
you
that I
here?
wanted to play, but it's not loading. Hold on.
Also, Nikki's accent was well, what are you doing here, choppers?
Nice. Thank you so much for the reminder on that.
Nice. Teresa's the one that's got the same accent as me.
Yeah. Well, what brings all of you guys back here? It's good to see you.
What brings you here?
Well, Violet, if you remember, the carnival travels everywhere. Goes from here, goes to there, goes everywhere.
Wow, we should have just stayed with y'all. It would have been easier.
Yeah, could be. But the traveling of the carnival is always unpredictable. We never know where we're going to be, especially whenever we're, you know, to be inedible.
Well, Nikki, I'd like you to meet somebody.
Hold on, let me yell at the ringmaster. This music's awful loud. Shut the hell up, damn you!
Oh, don't yell at Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. You know they're hard of hearing.
That's true. Well, we're here at the Palace of Heart's Desire. I didn't think we'd have very many customers, but a lot of people have come on through.
Well, it's good for business, I guess. But you remember my friend Riener?
Hello, Riener.
But
How are you
this
doing?
is my sister. This is my sister Trinket. Yeah, we're not doing too hot. We found out one of the hags turned his girlfriend into a puppet.
Oh my stars!
We don't really know how to change her back. There it is.
Seems to me this would be a most very, very powerful curse. And he pulls out a little magnifying glass and starts inspecting Selena. He's like, oh yeah, she's still in there. She's still in there. Yeah, looks like she's got strong emotions for you, Riener. Only someone who has strong emotions would be able to live through something like this. If you take about 100 puppets, I'd say only about 13 of them would live. That's the average anyway.
It sounds about right. That sounds about what's taking on the entire castle.
You got yourself a strong spirit there, Riener. He seems mad.
Yeah, well, I mean, wouldn't you be if your girlfriend ended up a puppet and you didn't know how to get her out?
Yeah, that's true. I would be kind of mad myself, yes.
But, this fine party of ours, this is my little sister Trinket. Trinket, I used to work here.
She's like,
and,
really? I thought you were an adventurer.
Well, you know, Daddy dropped me off with no way to read and write, and I ended up here for quite some time.
Daddy did?
Daddy's a piece of shit.
Okay.
Wow. But also, Star, sweetie, I want to reintroduce you to your mama.
There you have it. So my friends, this is where we're going to leave the story tonight, because I don't have the rest of it planned out. But this is it. You guys are back at the carnival, back where you started at the very end of our campaign. Can you believe it? So it's gonna be fun. A lot has happened, and we're gonna discuss that during our breakdown, I think. I've got a few things to say. I'm sure Riener does as well. I'm very excited to hear about that. So, everybody, don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back for our short rest, and we're going to be out of costume to be able to talk to you guys about all this stuff and talk about a future and everything else we got going on, because we are planning a lot for our future. There's going to be a little bit of changes here on the couch, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So, all of you guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back in a few minutes for a short rest. And hey, if you're watching here on YouTube and you've made it to episode 12, wowee! Thank you so much for watching the show. If you did enjoy, let us know what you thought below, and subscribe, because we are working hard. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube at this point of you watching. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll be right back in a few minutes, everybody. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Dang, I was like scrambling to find my notes of the carnival. I was like, because I know I have them somewhere. I'm like searching for them, because I have things planned, but I couldn't find them. So we're just going to have to do it next week. All is well. Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to start, if you guys will allow me. I feel like I've always been self-conscious about describing dark moments that happen in story, because we've always done comedy for so long, and I feel like dark moments are it's hard for me to be able to convey them and make them dark feeling and like emotional, and and so I kind of was working hard on that one. I even laid some foreshadowing stuff that the hag said about their toys. There was even a foreshadowing moment 4 episodes ago when you defeated the last hag and she turned the unicorn into a toy horse. I wanted this to be like a moment, and so I want to know your guys' thoughts on it. Did I do okay? Should I improve on my dark storytelling? How did it go for you guys?
Yeah, I got some shit to say about that. What the fuck, man? You can't. I'm kind of upset, honestly, because I don't know how to play angry Riener. Reiner's supposed to be fucking goofy all the fucking time, doesn't really give a shit about anything that's going on. But now you've presented him with this impossible situation where his one thing he cares about is at risk of being gone forever, and he's fucking furious. And now I was talking about it earlier, but I'm struggling trying to find out like how Reiner is going to be angry? Because I know he has to be, like, as somebody that's playing his character.
He could be like sad and like, you know, optimistic still. Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you have to be at least slightly mad at the hag for sure, and that's the direction you want to take. You can absolutely.
I do like the way Turkey put that just now too, because I think to myself, like, Reiner's still gonna be trying to play it cool for Selena. Like he's still gonna be, you know, he's now with her. It's no longer performative. It's now, well, it is still performative. It's now like she has to know that I am cool. Like I have, like, you know, it's still that, like, you're gonna be like, I'm going to get this used to this baby, like that kind of suave, debonair kind of, like, now you have a doll to talk to with a face that she can hear you, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's on you. I know you like playing edgelord, so I'm fully prepared for the dark turn, you know?
If that's the direction you decide to take. One thing I will say before you say anything else. I like to keep a balance, always. I knew this was coming, so in the last episode, I gave your character $1 million and a house. And then the next episode, there always has to be a balance, and I knew this was coming, so I wanted it to be like, good, awesome, things are great, you know. So if your DM ever gives you $1 million gold, maybe think about what the fuck is coming next.
Give it away immediately. Just like, I do not accept. I don't accept it.
Oh, fancy.
Cheers, heroes.
Cheers, heroes. Part of the Browns part of the group. Subscribers and free subs. Children of Proteus. Pieces of Death. Gangers. Survival Nerd. Faithful of Vacoy. Galatia. Cheers from Great War. Lord.